And now you can do like this in front of the camera. Okay. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
To a new episode of Como Mili Pili. No. It feels so strange. Anyways, okay, let's do it again and you say also Como Mili Pili.
I'm a fan, I know what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna say it in Spanish. It
Okay.
feels more natural. Bienvenido. Otra vez a un episodio de Como Mili Pili. Okay, so yes, this episode is in English because we have here Greti.
Hi.
And we're in Austria. This is my room. This is the setup that you'll be seeing from my podcasts. Like whenever I film with different guests.
Yeah, not with me.
And today is Greti. So welcome, Greti.
Hi.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Why are we here?
Okay,
in Austria?
My name is Greti. I'm 23. I am Hungarian. I was born and raised in Budapest. My parents are from Transylvania. And I study in Denmark with Celia and Nadia. So that's how we know each other. And the reason why we're in Denmark, the reason why we're in Austria is because we're doing an Erasmus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we came here
For 4 months.
Yes, and it's very different, right?
Yeah.
How are you liking Austria?
I love it. I knew that I loved Austria before. But really, I mean, last year, this time, Celia and I were thinking about going somewhere, and we were looking at like very far away places like Mexico.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
you remember?
Yes. Mexico, Turkey.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't really know how Austria came in the picture. I just remember there were 3 options for us within the country, and it was Salzburg or Linz or Innsbruck. And obviously Innsbruck had like the best nature, and
we're in the Alps.
there's a lot of opportunities for doing sports and skiing, which is awesome because I love skiing.
Yes.
And Celia also started.
I tried snowboarding. It went, in my opinion, my unprofessional opinion, it went great. Way better than expected. Another person would say that you suck.
No, she's good. The thing about Celia, she's a little bit scared of speed.
Little bit.
Of speed, so
Yeah.
I would say that's the
Yeah.
But
yeah.
otherwise, she's great.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, how long have you been skiing? Did I ever ask you this question?
I don't know. I think I definitely told Nadia I started skiing when I was 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a thing that we did with my family every year. So I remember the first year I was just in like a skiing kindergarten
Mm-hmm.
with like a bunch of Germans and Austrians, and I was the only one eating frittata soup.
Eating what?
It's like the crepe soup that they have. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But slowly build it up.
Cute.
Yeah.
Tiny Greti. You think it was like easy for you to learn as a kid, or?
I don't know because I don't know what it's like to learn as an adult, but I heard that it's easier when you're a kid. Like, it's the same with languages, like you learn it faster and
Yeah. I'm very, actually, when you go to like, for example, skate parks, when I was going to skate parks and trying my best, there were so many kids, like 3 years old, it's like, bro, you just barely learned how to walk and run. How are you on top of a skateboard or a...
But it's the same with like skiing here. Like, kids start skiing at the age of 2, 3.
Yeah. It's very, very impressive to me. It's
cool. It's really cool.
It's cool. And I'm like, whoa. So, yes. And what else? Erasmus experience. We've been for 3 weeks in a very different university.
Yeah. Shall we start with the uni or like Erasmus? Or?
Whatever you feel like commenting on.
I mean, the thing is, I have not been on an Erasmus before. unlike you.
I don't. Why?
I'm in Malta, no?
Okay, but that was okay, kind of. Yeah.
I would say so. I mean, you weren't studying, but
Yeah, it was like
you still like got to know the Erasmus community and like what they do and stuff like that.
kind of. Yeah, I guess so. But it was mostly like partying because we didn't go anywhere, and we just partied. That was Malta.
Celia going crazy, guys.
Yes. Yes,
That was the first time
it's
you partied as well.
It's interesting because it was very recent to me and I have it like present, but it's very strange like how like the podcast is now part of my life, and it's
Right.
like from this moment in my life I was doing the podcast, you know, and it's like
When did you guys start?
last November. We started in the end of October, November. So it's like basically this kind of whole school year, and it's like strange that it hasn't been like always like that now, you know, where I had like a place to record what I was doing and so on. So yeah, but that was the thing. Never told this before. I don't know.
Yeah,
strange, but yeah. And how is Erasmus for you now?
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I think the good thing about Innsbruck, I don't know if like, I think it's probably Erasmus is like that in other cities as well in Europe, but like it's super nice to see like the big international community that is like going on here, because we come from like Wollongong, which is like a very small city, and the only like socializing that we do is basically our student housing, and that's like a small community, guys. It's like how many people, like 30?
Yeah, maybe
Tops.
yes.
Yeah.
Even. But yeah, and what I like about Innsbruck is that there's always something going on. Like if you go to the streets or something,
100%.
you can always find, like if you want to
There's
go
a lot of
partying,
young people.
yeah, either partying or just like events. There's always something going on in the main square.
Oh yeah,
and so on.
it's super
it's
nice
very
every
nice.
day, and we have like these like get-togethers on Mondays. We have like a crazy day on Monday. We start at like 8 a.m. at uni and we finish at 19.
Yes.
And then we go home. We have dinner and then
it's like going out again with people.
Yeah.
So that's why I find this life like super active, not in a super sporty sense, but we're always going
it's
somewhere.
what you make out of it.
We are always
ditched on
going
us
somewhere.
last
We're
time.
always
Yeah.
walking. We're always like.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking as well. It's super nice after India. Like,
Greta was in India. Hello. That's so
Yes,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, we weren't walking there. The other day, I was comparing that in India, that's like really bad, guys, but my average step count was like 3,000.
But it's like, I don't think I get more in Denmark either. Like every now and then we go on a walk.
I don't know.
And, you know.
I think I do get more than that. That's like really bad.
Maybe.
And then here, my average is like 15,000. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yes. What do you miss? Do you miss something about India?
Yes. I think I also made a list of things. Like even when I was there, I was like, okay, what are the things that I'm going to miss? And it's so funny. I do miss like the people. The people are so funny. Indian people, I love them. I do miss the bomb guns.
The what?
Do you call it? I think a bidet. Yeah. But in India, they have like these kind of like a shower head, and we just called it bum gun because you use it for your bum and it's a gun. Alright,
that's funny.
it's very comfortable, let me tell you that. No toilet paper.
Okay.
And I miss Kerala. Idukki was gorgeous.
Like places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like there was a lot of mountains and monkeys everywhere. The fruits are amazing. There's this fruit called custard apple, and I would say size of an orange. Looks like the outside is like dragon skin, you know, and you just peel it off piece by piece, or you cut it in half, and the texture is like pears, and the taste is like very soft, like butter, but tastes like honey.
Okay.
And they have these like big black seeds. It's really nice.
I know what it is.
Really?
Yes, we have that in Spain.
No way.
Yes, it's called
Okay, Spain.
chirimoya.
Chirimoya.
Chirimoya in Spanish, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I've never seen that before in my life. So that was the first. And then we also had a lot of different bananas and plantains. Some of them were like really big, and they would steam them or fry them in coconut oil. Super good. Valerie hated it, but
I tried fried bananas because they're a thing in Brazil.
okay.
And
Have you been to Brazil?
no, but the place in Malta that I was staying, it was like full of Brazilians. So they did a day of like Brazilian food.
Cool.
And it was very strange.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
I liked it. I liked it. And then they had these tiny bananas. Those tasted like strawberries. Yeah. Oh, you know what else? Movies. Movies in India. Such a different experience. So fun. They have
Like going to the movies?
yeah, like cinema experience. They have like 3 hours long movies, and they have a commercial break in the middle. And that's also like, you know, good for going out and getting some more popcorn or whatever. But also, you know, because it's super long, and at least you get to stand up and move your body a little bit. But the movies, like, so fun. They're dancing and singing, and they're so funny. You just, I don't know, if you live in India and then you watch Indian movies, I think it's more fun because you kind of like begin to understand like the cultural connotations and all that, which is, yeah, super nice. That I miss. Shah Rukh Khan. It's an actor. Yeah, he's very popular in India. Yeah.
Cool. I watch being in Ireland, I watched an Indian movie with Nadia, and I was like, Nadia, we have to break this down into like 3 times, 3 different days, because it was too much. Yeah. And sometimes I just don't feel like reading subtitles and things like this.
Right.
So yeah. Let's do a break, pause, Can
I use
advertisement, pause. Pause. And we'll be back. Okay, and now you have to advertise something.
Okay.
Because you follow our videos, you know how it is,
I know.
Choose.
I can. Is it like paid?
No, I wish. It's just so the cut is not so rough or something. I don't know. That's why we do it kind of.
Alright. But I'm gonna advertise canned food.
Can you take it and show?
Yes. Okay, guys. Canned food. Perfect for student life.
Yes.
Although I'm not a fan of canned thing because I don't think I can explain it.
That's okay.
I lack the knowledge to explain it, but it's not the best for you.
But it's quick and it's easy.
It's quick and easy.
I just have it on my table.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound stupid,
No.
so I'm just not gonna say anything.
I just have it on my table to press like down on some stuff. That's why.
But you know, we've been eating a lot of like canned fish. Apparently, it's tinned fish, not canned fish.
Okay.
Anyway, but it's quick and nutritious. A lot of protein.
Yes, I like it. The fact that, for example, beans, the fact that I don't have to cook them.
Like that, yeah.
But yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I think like that thing is better than something in plastic. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways, back to India.
Yeah.
What is something that you don't miss about India and that you're glad that you don't have to like go through it anymore, kind of?
Okay. I had a hard time with food and like getting used to it. I love Indian cuisine, obviously, but just like, you know, a different country, they use different oils. and they also use a lot of spices, like a lot. And apparently the state that we've been to for like a month and a half, so most of our time there, it's the state where they cook the spiciest. And
Wow.
the place where we were staying, they've been specifically told to like cook for us with less spice. Well, we were still burning every time.
Mhm.
But one time there was this like tournament or like championship within like the schools of the state of Telangana, and they cooked for everyone, and we tried that food. I don't even know what to say. It's insane. It's insanely spicy. Yeah. I don't know how to compare it to anything really. It's, you just have to try it. There was this eggplant like vegetable and some curry and with some rice, of course. So spicy, super spicy. And then they also had this thing called samosa, which is like a pastry, and it's usually some like vegetable filling, but it was like chili filling and some extra chili in case you didn't find it spicy enough. So
Wow.
that was fun.
Yeah.
That was really hard, and I don't think because I went with a friend, Valerie, I don't think that our stomach got used to it until like just in general for like you got used to the Indian cuisine until January, probably end of January, even February, I don't know.
And you left like November.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we arrived at the end of November. So
Yeah.
we had a lot of issues and food poisoning and going to hospitals. Oh yeah, that was a tough time.
Mhm.
Yeah. I had 2 surgeries in India.
Wait, before you move on, I wanted to ask you, have you eaten spicy food since you were back from India?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Because I wonder if now, like, what it used to be, like, kind of spicy for you, it's, like, barely, like, if your tolerance has gone, like, up
Yeah.
or something.
Maybe we
That
can
would
try.
be
I was
interesting.
just, there's a lot, interestingly, there's a lot of Nepali restaurant
Around here, yeah.
And Sophia was like, let's go. And I was like, guys, I need a little bit of break of the cuisine.
Yeah.
But, we can try.
Okay, let's do that.
We can see. But I don't know if they're gonna, whatever. I don't know if they're gonna be, like, very authentic. But we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yes, your 2 surgeries?
Yeah. I had
You said 2? I thought it was
2.
1.
No. Well, one of them was, okay, technically the second one is not a surgery, it's a biopsy. You know what a biopsy is?
No.
It's like, oh my god, me and I don't know how to explain it. It's like a skin, I had like a skin tag and that was removed because it got like inflamed.
Inflamed?
Inflamed.
I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, anyway, it got like, it had like a, the tag part. And it got twisted and there was no like blood flow. So, yeah. Anyway, I got super scared because that was after my actual surgery.
Yeah.
I had infection. And this is so funny because the other day we were out in this bar and Sophia also had a surgery in America and we met, there's a lot of med students here in Innsbruck. We meet a lot of med students and she has this thing that whenever she meets a med students, she likes to challenge them, guess my surgery. And she had like a more complicated one. I guess we should talk about it later at some point. But the guy couldn't guess it because, I mean, it's very specific. Anyway, and then I was like, okay, guess my surgery. And then I'm giving him the context. I'm in India. And after that sentence, he's like, infection. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did get infection, which was pretty bad. And the whole experience, I mean, it was mostly just like the scary part of being in New Delhi, super far from home, and I only had technically Valerie and our classmates' parents who were super helpful and super nice, but it still felt like very foreign to me and scary. I've never had any surgeries before, so that was a tough time.
And it's like it's not another country, it's another continent.
And I just
like,
went
languages.
there for like checkup, and I thought worst case scenario she's gonna prescribe me some antibiotics or something, and then she was like, we're gonna have to operate that right now, and I'm like, oh shit. And first she was telling me that she's gonna like, her first option was like putting me under full anesthesia, and like because I had a lymph node technically enlarged, and she was like, we're gonna have to like take it out, and I'm like, okay, but I'm like flying back to Hyderabad in like 4 days, and she's like, oh shit, and then we don't have time to like admit you into the hospital and whatnot. So it was just like a very quick little abscess removal. Well, you know. Was
there a big like language barrier with like doctors or
no,
people?
No. My doctor, she was like super nice. She was so young. I think she was like 26 or something.
Okay.
Very young, and she was very nice. There was one thing I wanted to mention. Oh yeah. I got like super scared when she said we have to operate and there's gonna be a surgery, and I was like, you know what? Is it gonna be more painful than giving birth? She says no, and I'm like, okay then, because you know I want to give birth at some point, so I gotta survive this.
But then if that's your like level of like pain tolerance, you can go through a lot, I would say. You know, like I think a lot of things are gonna be less painful than birth. It
was pretty bad though. I got like local anesthesia, and I was like awake, and she made me talk to her during the whole time. So I was just like chatting about why am I in India, and like what am I doing here, how was my experience, and we talked a lot about like, also I was kind of complaining because we had a hard time in Telangana at our internship. It was very challenging. We had a lot of limitations and quite a lot of language barrier over there, I would say. They had a hard time understanding us. Not everyone, but some people, and that caused some issues, and we had some like issues with the police and like not being able to leave the place. So
but you didn't go to jail, so
no, nothing like that.
Did you meet a lot of international people in India?
No, not at all. Actually, we met one Italian person, and that's about it. Oh no, I mean at the end when we went to Kerala, we spent a week in Kochi. That's like a very touristy area in India, and we met a lot of like Europeans. Yeah, mostly Europeans, I would say. They always thought that we were Germans, because turns out German people travel a lot. And
I feel like wherever you go, there are gonna be Germans.
Yeah, and people had like no idea where Hungary or Czech Republic is, so
they know one country of Europe, so
and we also kind of like got tired of like introducing ourselves all the time and like explaining the same things again and again and taking selfies. This sounds bad, but first it's fun, like so funny. And at one point we went to like a this place to buy sandals, and the guy at the end, when he was giving us the sandals, he's like, can we take a picture? And we're like, yeah, of course. And then he made us pose, like specifically he was like handing the shoes like this to us, and he was like shaking our hands, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna put this on Facebook and I'm gonna have so many new customers. And we're like, okay. It was funny, we were laughing so much, but you know, because we were also staying at like in the middle of nowhere technically, so people there, a lot of people, we were the first white people they've seen in real life, and they wanted to take selfies, and sometimes a group of 6 or 7 people would come up to us and be like, let's take selfies, which would be fine, but we took a group selfie, and then we would have to take individuals with everyone and smile for that long.
Yeah.
And, it's like kind of, I don't know, it gets very tiring, and
Celebrity life a bit.
yeah, I feel like I understand them a little bit more, like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then these people are a stranger to you, so that was tough. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Overall, how would you rate it overall? Like,
that's a tough question. In hindsight, I loved it.
in what?
Hindsight? Do you not know that word? It's like looking back at it.
Okay. Thank you.
I loved it. It was a super nice experience. If you can like list all the human emotions, I think we experienced it all. We even tried on the way, like on the flight back, we even tried making a list and kind of like matching certain experiences to like an emotion, how we felt in that situation. And I don't know, I think Valerie was telling me that her mother told her that apparently you should try and live in a country whose culture is like super different to yours, because it makes you discover a lot of things about the world and about yourself as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And just like being out of your comfort zone for so long, and I don't know, having to come up with solutions in tough situations. Yeah.
You think, or if you know how it would have been, would you have gone alone?
No, definitely not. And I remember when I was like after my surgery, like being on so many painkillers and antibiotics, I was just thinking to myself, if someone told me when I was in London, someone told me this is what's gonna happen, I would have not gone.
I mean the surgery is also like
it was super like
big part.
Scary and painful. Yeah, tough times. I almost gave up and came home earlier, like a month earlier, because after a while I got like very tired of all of it. I was like, I just want to be in Europe. I missed everything about Europe, and it was a fantastic feeling, like landing. I wasn't even, back in Hungary yet. I was just in London, but I was like, wow.
So I'm so bad at this. Anyways, it stopped. I don't know when. Greti was saying that you loved it. The bittersweet, but all in all, good.
Thank you for summing it up.
And yeah, I don't know. Ay, señor. anyways. Yeah. Anything else you want to add to that part that could have been cut out?
I have no clue.
Okay. Yes.
I would just feel silly saying it all over again.
Yeah, exactly. This is, I'm sorry. Well, I hope it's okay. And yeah, but let's round off. Round up.
Prepositions.
Round up with our question that you know, I'm sure. And it's yes. If you have any like small talent or specialty or like hidden thing that you wanna share.
I think, I don't know about other people, but when I'm asked about that, I'm like, I don't know, I'm just like everybody else. But I guess I can draw a little bit.
Okay, that's not something you can really show. But yes, she draws great. Did you actually like learn somewhere?
No, it's my father. He's a really good artist. Yeah, she's pretty. What? He's pretty good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And you inherited that.
I'd say so. Yeah, I was drawing a lot when I was, teenager. I was 16. I was drawing a lot. 15, 16, 17. I think that was like my peak time.
Okay.
And it's only been downhill ever since.
Well, if she doesn't end up in education, she will end up as an artist.
No.
No? You could though.
No.
Okay.
I really don't think so. No. I'm just like average drawing skills, I would say.
But it's about practicing and so on. So.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, I don't think. Yeah. You gotta start earlier than.
Yeah, that's also true. Anyways, did you enjoy your podcast experience?
Yeah,
A bit
so
chaotic.
much fun.
A bit chaotic.
I hope not much
But-
has been cut out, but yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's what it is. Next time, it will be better. Thank you. And
Thank
bye-bye.
you for having me.
Yes, yes. Until next time.